I'm pissed off
Yeah.
about what we had to do for this week.
Tommy Lee's okay, but Mick Mars riffs absolutely carry this band.
We're not snobs. It's not
No.
like we're holding our nose in the air just like the peasants have made more music. Like fucking that's not the way we are. It's just we're calling out the bullshit.
Oh boy, look at the time. It's that time again already. Holy crap, it's time for the full album challenge, kids. Yay, everybody. Woo! I'm your host. Excuse me, guys. I'm your host, Chili Burns. That's your host, El Blasto. What up?
Hey, what's going on? I love what I do, but I'm gonna call some shit out on some stupid people. So, but what we do here is we listen to an entire album, and if we can make it through, it's passed. If we can't make it, it's failed. Those are the rules. Are pretty simple. And this week we went into Motley Crue, self-titled Motley Crue from 1994.
Yeah.
And
Not with your boy Vince Neil either.
no Vince Neil, some strange Hollywood party man.
Yep. Yeah, the musical journeyman John Corabi, who's been in many different bands. He was in Rat as just a guitarist too at some point.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, whatever,
Rat.
man. Journeyman. Yeah, yeah. Not to be misspelled without two T's, of course. Rat.
Rat.
Yeah, man. It's yeah. The Crue is like I have mixed feelings about Crue because there's some songs I really dig, some of the early stuff I really dig, and then the other stuff like past like '86, I don't like Dr. Feelgood. I thought was awful. I didn't like anything on that other than Kickstart My Heart, which is a great party song. But yeah, past that, man. Oh, I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it at all. Shout at Devil's a good album mostly, and a couple of good songs here and there. But oof. This one was kind of tough, man. Vince Neil or not, it was pretty tough past like '86 for me.
I've never really had a high opinion or appreciation for Motley Crue. Like you, I like the older stuff like Looks That Kill and Live Wire. Live Wire was a good song. I can definitely get happy if that comes on at a party.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah, Looks That Kill is that's a great song. It's a great riff, and like a little bit of props to Mick Mars for his riffery. He's had a number of good licks that came out of their work.
Yeah, So I'm kind of mixed on Motley Crue. I've never been a Motley Crue fan by any means, but I do like some of their songs, and I appreciate what they did for pop metal, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like this meme that that I saw with Kerry King. And he said, one time we saw a bunch of prostitutes. As we got closer, we realized it was Motley Crue. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, I have a good friend who was around the Sunset Strip back in those days before these bands all made it really big. She was around all these guys and she saw it just, and all the bands that didn't make it. Holy shit, man. All of them had the hair up to here and the hair down to and they were all just wearing stinky leathers, all coked out. All of them smelled like a fucking ashtray, every one of them. But that was the thing, man. Everyone dug it. Yeah, baby. Everyone's got to have an image, baby. You got to wear the leather. Sorry, Tom, you got to wear the leather. Can you go shirtless? Yeah, you can go shirtless. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the further they went, the more like Mad Max they got. Like I think one of them they were wearing like Nikki Sixx or somebody was wearing fucking like football shoulder pads that were all painted up like fucking like this is the end of the world. We got scraps of leather now with spikes and shit like that, but they still had the teased hair like they were in fucking drag.
Yeah, are you going to a Raider game or do you guys have a gig?
Yeah.
Are you Darth Raider? Wow.
Yeah, they invented the black hole.
So many ways
for the Raiders.
Yeah, I remember seeing like I was online at some point and my friend was showing me all these, looking up all the old bands that didn't make it, and they have pictures. They're on Facebook and all this crap too, and they're all like IT guys now, or janitors, or bus drivers or some shit like that. But they still have pictures of their flyers that they made back in the day. They'd print them on a 8.5 by 11 pink sheet of paper in 4s, so they could cut them in half, so they would maximize their the number of flyers. They just hand them out, staple them up on fucking telephone poles and everything, and tape them up to windows, liquor stores. Like, oh man, we said it last time too. The 80s, God, that was such a great time to grow up. All the things we got to do, got to see, like, oh, we're so feral. We're all just so feral and crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my
and
goodness.
everything was vibrant and happy, and then they put out this piece of shit in 1994, and it just does not surprise me at all.
Yeah. Let's jump into it. Let's get El Blasto's reaction to Motley Crue's self-titled album, Motley Crue, featuring John Corabi on vocals.
Fuck this album. Oh
So
my
that's
God.
a fail then. That's a fail then,
Yes,
to be clear?
I did fail it. I got all the way to Dropping Like Flies, which made my fat, deformed finger drop right on my stop button, because this album is a steaming pile of horse shit.
Wow. That's almost the whole album. That's like track 11.
Yes.
Wow.
And it just, I don't know why. It was like,
hey, we can't say you didn't try, dude. 11 songs on this album, it's pretty commendable.
And it was all stupid as hell. I mean, like, the first 2 songs is in preparation for the weapons grade retardation that was about to invade my earlobes. Okay?
Black belt retardation.
Yes. I could tell it was stupid right away from the first song. Whatever, power to the music in the streets.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so cheesy.
So
This is Kiss level lyrics throughout this entire fucking album, but they're not funny though either. They're just terrible.
That's the difference. Somehow, and it was totally unintentional by Kiss. They had every intention of being eloquent, and it was just hilarious. And then this was just like every intention of being eloquent, somehow just not good and not funny either. Not so bad. It's just like the movies we talk about. Some of them are so bad, like MST3K quality movies, where they're just so bad they're hilarious. Other ones, like, they're just really bad, and I don't want to spend any time with them.
Yeah. Song number 2 was a rip-off, and there was so much ripping off going on with the music and the lyrics that it was insane, and I've got some notes here. If I could read this right, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
God damn it. Audience, watch Slapshot. If you haven't watched it yet, God damn it, you got to watch it. Right, go ahead.
You must watch it. We reference it all the time. But song number 2 was a ripoff of Uncle Tom's Cabin by Warrant, only this was about like a pedophile or whatever. So they're getting edgy, and they're going to kick this guy's ass. And oh my God, but he did something terrible. He's got a dark secret, and fuck. I
like how it's a ripoff of Uncle Tom by Warrant. It's cleverly disguised as Uncle Jack. They'll never pick it up. They'll never understand. They'll never get it. They'll never know. I changed the guy's name. How will they ever know we're ripping him off?
Yeah, Uncle Jack.
I don't know the song by Warrant, so I'm going to take your word on it. But yeah, man, Smooth Criminals, man. We'll call him Jack.
Yeah, the Warrant song is good, actually.
Really?
I'm not a Warrant fan. I don't really know. Well, Cherry Pie irritates the shit out of me. But
I'm writing down Warrant. Now you've done
Uncle Tom's Cabin is a pretty rockin' ass song, and it's a pretty good story. It's actually, and it's a good video too.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd suggest that everybody listen to that song. It's a good song. Yeah, and then they come around with Hooligan's Holiday. That was their radio hit. I remember that one being on the radio for 1 week, and it was never heard from again because
their single release.
Yes, as far as I heard out here in flyover country. So everything we get is like 5 years behind actual California. But Hooligan's Holiday didn't make it to the butt rock station, and You know, that's kind of what this sounded like, was like hard rock of, like we were talking about, of like the late 90s, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
life is misunderstood. Fucking master of the obvious, folks. All right.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're
You
deep,
know,
Nikki.
I'm just pointing out stupid shit that it just drove me insane, because they kept saying the same shit, and it was just, and
It's funny,
I
as I
don't
put
know.
on Misunderstood, sorry to interrupt, was it Love Shine or was it Misunderstood? Yeah, Misunderstood you're talking about. I put
Misunderstood, yeah.
I put trying to sound, I'm not gonna give away my successor otherwise yet, but I put down trying to sound all wise and deep and caring, and the next line is, "This song sucks."
Yes, because the longer you listen to them, you're just like, this is getting shittier.
Yeah, yeah, and
And
then I put, "God, the lyrics are so cliché, and nice try with the Beatles strings arrangement." It's just like you said, nothing that, talk about not original. God dang it, man. That was a blatant copy to me. That is 100%. Hey, I want it to sound like the Beatles and the way they use the strings. Okay, let's duplicate that note for note. Just fucking plug it in. Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. And I mean, the Black Crowes, Alice in Chains, Skid Row, Kiss, Warrant, Queensryche, except all of these bands should have had a class action lawsuit against Motley Crue for being like flavor stealing weasel choads. That's how many people they ripped off, and that was just me paying actual attention through like the first 6 songs. You know, like
Flavor
after that I started really
stealing
dropping off.
weasel choads. I'm writing that down because that could be a T-shirt. Flavor stealing weasel choads. And I'll have
Yeah.
like the Motley Crue font, except that'll be their new band name.
Yeah.
Weasel
Flavor
choads.
stealing weasel choads. Yeah, that is awesome. I mean, that is what they are. This is so contrived, and it's just, the music is so shit. The major prop that I could give it is Mick Mars, and I really like that guy, and he's been through a lot of shit. He was always the quiet one. He wasn't one of the douchebags like the
Right.
rest of them. You know,
Yep.
like he just came in and he plays guitar well. He's not like a face melting master or anything like that, but he always played exactly what was
He's a good
needed.
guitarist, you know.
Yeah,
He really is.
he's good, and he can play. And you know, every song, I think just about every song had some sort of solo in it. So
Yeah.
that's cool, you know. And I like good guitar solos, whether they're simple or like Demolition Hammer, you know, like
Yeah.
complete brain melting, you know. But
Education. The education I get from Demolition Hammer, along with the brain
yes,
melting. Yeah.
yes, kids, that's always been your homework, and it always will be your homework. Listen to Epidemic of Violence and Tortured Existence.
Yeah. For any of you historians and geologists out there, and medical students, you'll learn a lot from listening to Demolition Hammer.
Yes.
Education with those guys, man.
And if you have a PhD, you will get a kick out of it, because rhyolite
Yeah.
monstrosity is a part of a volcano going off. And who the fuck ever used rhyolite in their fucking lyrics? No one.
Yeah.
But
And this is
they
where we
made it
bring up the
awesome.
violent femmes by not rhyming with the.
Yeah, rhyolite. There's
Oh,
sterilite, totes. But eventually, on one song, I started making up my own lyrics because it was so fucking stupid. And I was like, hey, we're the dudes. Raise the roof. Yeah, the dudes are here.
To rock and roll
Yeah.
and spit cliches. Woo! Yeah.
We're here to party, smoke the sky. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Man, this shit
Oh
was
my God,
retarded.
dude.
It was so fucking stupid. Poison Apples, that had the worst lyrics on the album, I think.
Did it?
Yeah,
That's a
and
pretty significant claim because I thought the entire album was so poorly written.
oh my God, when you texted me and said read the lyrics, I was like, I don't need to. They're clear as a bell. This guy
Yeah.
sang without having any kind of like modeling or anything on his voice. I guess
Yeah,
he's
true.
a decent singer.
Yeah.
It's just the lyrical content was just juvenile
Yeah.
and absolutely fucking stupid. And, Nikki Sixx, you fuck-faced heroin addict jerk. That's what you are. Root note fucking wizard. There's nothing special about that guy, and he's the one who gets the most attention out of the
Yeah.
fucking band because
He
he's
writes
just
all the songs pretty much.
yeah. And oh my God, it was bad. It was so fucking bad. The record execs probably literally looked at the spreadsheet of how much they could get away with because this is the album version of a bad reboot of a franchise. The franchise is Motley Crue, and its name is on it, but it resembles nothing of Motley Crue that everyone knows.
It's worse than like New Coke. Like, oh, why?
This is like Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah.
You remember that shit?
Yeah. Then the what was the God dang it, the Saturday Night Live back when they used to be funny too. Not to pick them apart. Saturday Night Live back when they used to be funny, they had a fake commercial called Crystal Gravy.
Crystal Gravy.
Just clear gravy. Yeah, it was so great. But they had everything was clear all of a sudden. Oh, so great. Oh, the images and like the slow motion pour of this clear goo like hitting the turkey or the mashed potato or whatever it was.
That was probably a response to Crystal Pepsi because that shit was
that whole era where everything went we removed all the color. It's Crystal Pepsi, and then Coke had theirs, and New York Seltzer was out, and Clearly Canadian was out. Yeah, Crystal Gravy made the airwaves on Saturday Night Live.
Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, they were funny once. That show was funny for a period of time, I've heard.
And yeah, my last note was pompous fuckheads. Like that's what it all narrowed down to into a fine point. Was just
that should have been on the album cover. Motley Crue, the big self-titled note on the bottom, pompous fuckheads.
Yes, that would have sold it better. I mean,
at least it's truthful,
I don't think I've had an angry reaction to an album before, but this time they brought it out of me because this was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And it just pissed me off. I don't know why I got so mad, but it awoke anger in my soul because it was just like, this is just so bad. And who the fuck, a lot of people got ripped off, if they went in expecting Motley Crue and they came out with this.
Yeah.
If you like this album, please tell us why.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Well, I can tell you why somebody would like it. They wouldn't know that it's ripping other bands off. And they like all those other bands. Like I love the Black Crowes. I love the Black Crowes. Accept I think is fucking hilarious. I'll get into that some other time when we do an Accept challenge. I'm writing that shit down right now because Accept. And their balls to the wall.
Yeah, because every once in a while, this dude's voice would go, ew. And I was just like, fucking Accept. They're ripping off everyone.
Yeah. That's a good point. I didn't catch that. Yeah, in the song "Balls to the Wall," when I think the lead singer of Accept is like named Udo something. They're a Eastern European band. Are they German? Hey, it doesn't matter. I think they're German. Whatever. All I know is they got the balls to the wall, man, as they said in the fucking song. But yeah, the Udo in that song it goes on that goofy scream a lot. And another homework assignment for the audience, if you have not seen the Beavis and Butthead episode where they rip apart Accept Balls to the Wall, fuck, it is the pinnacle of humor on Beavis and Butthead. It is the funniest video they've ever done about and just ripping those guys. Like this show, Udo comes in and he looks like he's like 5'5", 200 pounds, He's just not a handsome guy at all. Kind of looks like he escaped from a Charles Schultz cartoon of Peanuts,
Yeah.
With his giant fat head and not pretty at all. Like didn't fit in with the glam rock scene at all because he couldn't tease it. I think it was bald by the time he made it big. Anyway, but he comes into the scene and Beavis and Butthead are like, who's this butt punch? Like, sorry, sir, you'll have to leave. You don't have a backstage pass. and then sees these other fucking like glam rockers come crashing through the wall, looking all tough, like kicking shit around, hair all teased up, I think, big boots, leather and stuff. But it's like it's Crocus coming to kick their ass. It is the fucking funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh god dang it. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm about to like just sign off of here and just go watch that like 5 times. Anyway, audience, go watch Beavis and Butthead rip apart except balls to the wall. Oh my god. Udo, yeah. Anyway,
yeah. So what'd you think of
man,
this?
I got I was so busy listening to Mick Mars on this album. Giddy. Every episode. Oh man. Anyway, I was so busy listening to Mick Mars on this album that I didn't really pick out the rip-offery, if you could call it that. I think I probably gave it the badge of just unoriginal, and didn't really pick up that it was like I wouldn't have caught the Warrant thing because I've listened to Anne single Warrant song, Cherry Pie, and it's one of the worst songs ever recorded. The positive, I'll start with the positive. Mick Mars is actually, he's a really good guitarist. He's what a lot of I guess not a lot, but some guys in the music industry would call Mick Mars like a riff machine. He just comes up with great riffs.
Yeah,
And
he
it doesn't
does.
mean the whole
Yeah.
song is great, but like Looks That Kill, great riff. There's a bunch. I won't go into them all. So I listened to him, but what I found kind of ironic, and I wonder if this is why this never took off. A couple of reasons. Grunge had already kicked hair metal's ass. Hair metal was dead, and grunge was in full swing. By the time this album came out in 1994, all the big grunge bands were on to their second albums, and they're already hugely famous. Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, they had all moved on to their next albums that were all really good too, and really well done and critically acclaimed, tons of airtime, tons of publicity. And then here comes Motley Crue. Guys, lay low for a while. Like your genre is over. Like it'd be like a disco band coming out in like 1988 in the middle of the hair metal band thing. Like no one's looking for that right now. We're done with that. So I don't know that I think it was doomed to failure no matter how good it would have possibly been. And I also think that John Corabi is a significantly better singer than Vince Neil ever was. But
Yeah, his voice wasn't the problem.
no, it's the stupid lyrics he had to sing.
Yeah.
That was the problem. But
Oh man.
one other thing that I get from early Vince Neil, there's some vocalists that have a really good voice, but they just sound rehearsed. They don't sound like they have any soul.
Yeah.
And then there are other guys they're pretty good singers. Like they're not great singers, but you can tell they feel the music. They have soul. They actually have emotion in their song. They're fully engaged in the lyrics and they feel the music that they're singing. So what I got out of this album is Mick Mars is a good guitarist. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, Mick Mars, his guitar work on this album was pretty heavy sounding, like more so than previous Motley Crue stuff. The poppy hair metal stuff was very happy-go-lucky and which is what it's supposed to be. But this was heavy for them, especially. But what I also realized is that in the middle of grunge, people weren't ready for that. This sounded to me like early 2000s drop D tuning bands that just wanted a heavy sound. And this is like 8 years too early. So Mick Mars, maybe you're ahead of your time. I don't know. But I think if they would have released this in like the early 2000s, it would have had a better reception. Except for, let's bring it into my notes. The lyrics were so fucking dumb. Like start to finish, so adolescent. So contrived and so cliche all the way through the whole thing. Like, even like some of the musical stuff. Like they opened up one of those, what is that, Love Shine? Opened it up with some gratuitous 12-string acoustic. Oh, yeah, and it just sounded so. Please be a hit like Bon Jovi, please. And it just wasn't, man. And Poison Apples, I thought was awful. I put in there, I thought it was a fluke, but they keep going back to the octave harmonies, and it sounds like shit.
Yep,
So,
and
you
you absolutely hate those octave harmonies. I know that.
When they're done instead of where a harmony would fit, yeah, it's just like you don't know how to harmonize. Sometimes it fits in, sometimes it sounds great, but man, Hammered was a stupid song. And then I put. Musically, this album has a lot more palatable tracks on it than a typical Crue album. Corabi's voice is better than Vince Neil's by far. And then I put, it failed because, grunge, et cetera, et cetera. And then Till Death Do Us Part, fucking stupid. Me, myself, and I, till death do us part. Oh, that's so clever. But you're only one guy. What do you mean to? Oh, that's really deep. No, it's not, John. Or Nikki Sixx. It's not deep. It's just so dumb. And then, then Sid Barrett makes an appearance as a, yeah. I actually, so I put this, quoting the song, I think Sid Barrett chipped in on the lyrics, like a switchblade, blind faith suicide. What? I don't follow. I don't get it. And then, it's all about him. Oh yeah, the whole song, Till Death, it's all about him just like, man, I'm just gonna tell, I don't care. I'm just gonna tell like it is. You're gonna get the truth out of me. I'm a tough guy, and I'm like, shut up, dude. That's the whole song. And I even put rolls eyes.
He literally had to say, I have my opinions, and that's the way it is, and the way I think is the way I think. Oh, no shit, bud. Welcome to the planet, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
And then I put, in general, Mick Mars, this is kind of, speaking of stating the obvious, Mick Mars carries this band. Tommy Lee's okay, but Mick Mars' riffs absolutely carry this band. Nikki Sixx is along for the ride, and he's the primary songwriter. And who likes the... I'm not even going to finish that fucking question, because Kiss Army is out there. Kiss Army loves lyrics like this. Motley Crue fans love lyrics like this, apparently. It's just, they're all so corny and so juvenile, is I think the word you use, which is it's so juvenile, like a 10-year-old writing poetry for the first time because it's a class assignment, and they think, I'm gonna write something cool. And they write whatever they can, and their vocabulary is so limited they can only write so many things. Man,
and folks, we're not snobs. It's not like we're holding our nose in the air, just like the peasants have made more music. Like fucking. That's not the way we are. It's just we're calling out the bullshit. I mean, these lyrics were fucking retarded.
Yeah, we're not Radiohead fans that look down on all this. We're just music.
Yeah. We're not Radiohead fans.
Oh man. And then the song Smoke the Sky. Wow. Oh, you're talking about smoking. You'll smoke any. Oh, that's so clever. Fucking hey, dude.
It's so metaphorical for getting high, and it's Nikki. We all know about your heroin bullshit.
Oh man.
You keep on ragging on about it. Good for you, but
I'm gonna give Nikki Sixx some props here that I didn't plan on. Dude, I know Kickstart My Heart, he revived it, died on the table, whatever, I know. Anyway, Nikki Sixx, props to you, dude. You're like 20-something years sober now after that. Hey, fucking fantastic. I'm very happy for you. I'm honestly very happy for you. It doesn't mean I like the lyrics you write. It doesn't mean I like your band. It doesn't mean any of that. But I will, I think addiction is such an ugly, ugly thing, and it kills too many people, and it ruins too many lives, and it's just dastardly, and it's evil. So I'm glad, says the guy who drinks bourbon during episodes, but I'm not an addict. What you got? Oh yeah, root beer, stinking root beer.
Yeah, Virgil's is proper. Very good.
Yeah, very good. I've had that. So yeah, that's my props for Nikki Sixx. Thanks for being sober. I'm very happy for you. The world is better with you in it still because you're sober and you contribute to your fans, which we are not. But hey, good job.
I am a fan of Nikki Sixx's book. It's about his heroin use.
Oh yeah.
My ex-wife was a huge Motley Crue fan. Like, she had a bunch of posters and stuff that she hung up in my house of old Crue, where they had like the fishnets with the fucking shoulder pads and the spikes and the whole Mad Max
suspenders that go across the chest and whatever.
Kind of mismatched, and they're like fucking beyond Thunderdome.
Yeah.
And she really loved him. That was her crush, was Nikki Sixx. So I heard all about the motherfucker, and I found the book, and I can't remember what it's called. I want to call it the Heroin Diaries, or I don't know. But holy shit!
I'll post it here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
Do that because it's a good book, and it does show that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for people suffering with addiction, because it just outlines all the crazy shit that he did. You know, heroin is a stupid drug, but
nothing good has ever come out of heroin, and I don't care if it makes you more creative. No. Read these lyrics. Well, then again, he was sober when he did. Whatever. Hey, I don't know. I'm not going to start doing heroin. You know, sincerely, Scott Weiland, and sincerely, fucking everyone else you can imagine that, or that died from it or killed themselves.
Kids, just smoke crack like every other good red-blooded American.
Yeah, don't be stupid. Do heroin. Do crack. Stupid.
Yeah, smoke it.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, Dropping Like Flies was dumb, and Drift Away. Okay, I'll give it away now. Past. I got through the whole album, not because it was great and not because it was funny. Mick Mars got me through the album because some of the guitar work was a lot of the guitar work was really good. And it was enough to where there were some shitty songs in there musically too that I just didn't dig. The last song, I got through it. That was the worst song on the album. Drift Away. He's talking about drifting away, whatever. The lyrics are so dumb, man. Just so dumb. And Drift Away is not one word. I'm not sure where you picked that up, but it's not one word, Nikki Sixx. It's 2 words.
College.
Yeah. But this is Complete Cheese. And that's where you go and buy the merch that says Complete Cheese. And the guy on the little Complete Cheese package kind of looks like Nikki Sixx too. But man, gratuitous 12-string on this heartfelt, eloquent song. And it's so stupid. General note, the lyrics on this whole album remind me of a 16-year-old trying to write his first really thought out song and failing.
And it's the rough draft.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the first thing that he puked out onto the fucking paper is what they went with.
Exactly. Yeah, no eraser marks, nothing crossed out yet, no edits. Nope. Just college-ruled sheet of paper this big, scribbled out halfway down the page, like to the second hole on the side. And then, now what?
and literally the music execs are just like, well, the name Motley Crue is still on it, right, baby? And they're like, no, yeah, we're not calling ourselves a different. And I know it sounds like we're a different band, but we're not a different band. And it's like, that's fine. We're gonna make money, baby. I don't care. Just write whatever's in your heart. You know, make sure it sounds like the slow song sounds like the fucking Black Crowes. God.
He said, make sure it's worse and more contrived. Way more contrived. Yeah, man. So I got through the album. I gave it a pass. I didn't enjoy it particularly. And I try to put myself usually back in that era, but the mindset of that time. And I didn't do that 90s? With this album. Yeah. And I didn't do that with this album. Like, I'll usually try to, like, when we listen to Nirvana Bleach, I got through that because, all right, I know what they're doing. I know who it is. And I can see the evolution of where they are starting here with Bleach. I can see the passage of time from this to Nevermind and how they got from A to B. Mm-hmm. But I try to do that with all the things we listen to. Boston, Third Stage, same thing. This one, though, I didn't consciously do that. But what I did get out of it, and I didn't realize till like halfway through the album, it's like, oh wait, this is 1994. This sounds like early 2000s drop D, generic rock. Butt rock. Nothing but rock. Nothing but rock.
Nothing but rock.
Yeah. So anyway, I got through it. It wasn't great. I don't recommend it. But no. I will give I'll give John Corabi a little bit of props because he's not a terrible singer, but it didn't. I don't get the soulfulness, the feel in the music. I just didn't get it with him. I don't get it with him. So anyway, that's what we did, folks. Motley Crue featuring John Corabi. It got a fail from you. It got a pass from me, albeit reluctant.
Reluctantly.
Oh, you cheap son of a bitch. Are you crazy? Those guys are reach.
Nice brothers.
All right, kids. Like, subscribe, share, have fun, listen. Give us And send the hate mail. It's totally fine. We need to hear your hate mail. How much you hate us for hating the Violent Femmes and Radiohead and stuff and talking shit about Nikki Sixx. Send all the hate mail you can. It's fine with us. We love it.
All right.
All right, kids. Adios, everyone. We'll see ya.
Bye.